4-0.
4-0.
Back.
Blaylock.
40. You believe it?
This is the 40th one. I can't believe it.
Just means we have way too much time on our hands.
Yeah.
Man. Thank you all for watching, for hanging with us for 40 of these Webipodcastisode thingamajiggies.
That's hard to believe.
Oh, it's crazy.
We're having celebratory pudding. Let's see Blaylock's pudding. What's your...
No, don't show us your pudding.
My pudding is some Hansen's organic vodka from Sonoma County, I might say. You know, a little soda, some...
Is that supposed to make it better?
Some lemons off my tree in the backyard.
Hansen's is making vodka now.
I thought it was hand sanitizer.
There's a vodka distillery over there in Sonoma. It's good stuff. And it's organic, so it's good for me.
Thank heavens.
Of course it is.
Let me make sure your
Of course it is, yeah, my camera.
I'm a little disheveled here.
He needs some of that essential vodka. Nice shirt. You look very dapper there, Bayok.
Well, you know, I got to go meet some people later, so.
All right. Yeah. Who's doing the credits this week? Who's got the finger?
I'm going. Let's go.
It's definitely Monty's finger.
Monty, get it. Crazy times, man. Here we are back. Like nothing ever happened.
Oh, but so much
has.
What is that you're knocking on the desk there? What is that?
Oh, look at that.
What is that tappy on the desk?
Yes, it's a ring.
Did you see that, Jim?
Yeah.
Well, how did that happen?
I'll tell you what. It's a long, complicated process.
Apparently not.
And I will tell you.
Not for you.
when I tell our love story, you all will go, oh. Yes, but not today. Because who's our special guest today, Monty?
Redirection. Mm-hmm. I like that. Man, we got Dave. We got Dave Ristrim.
Dave Ristrim.
This guy. We go way back.
We were back in the trenches with him. Yeah. Do you remember Ristrim, Blaylock?
Of course I do. He taught me how to smoke cigars. He and I used to smoke cigars when we'd drive back home after shows.
And how far was it? 95 miles.
95 miles.
Something like that, yeah. It was forever. You know? You had time to smoke one good cigar, so however long that was.
That was a little band called Wild Blue.
Wild Blue. Yeah.
We played mostly in Petaluma at the Steamer Gold Landing with Rick Marino, who was also a guest on our show.
Yeah.
And Dave, you've probably seen him without even realizing, because he is...
Oh, many times.
He is Luke Bryan's steel guitar, banjo, acoustic guitar player.
Utility man extraordinaire.
Utility man. Got himself a good little gig there.
Just, yeah, you know.
Most talented guy on the stage.
Of all the little gigs to get, that's pretty good one. That'll get you by in a pinch.
So we'll hit him up about that, about the Luke stuff. Anything special you want us to ask him, Blaylock?
No.
Good. Just too late.
Oh, yeah, we taped it earlier.
No. Resounding no. He does say hi to you, though.
Yes.
I know we keep messaging each other, and when I'm back there, and like, hey, let's get breakfast, whatever, and he's like, hey, I hear you're coming out, and then we, you know, he's usually headed a different direction when I get there. It's almost like it's on purpose.
Well, we've got to make it happen for sure.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Because he doesn't live that far away from you, right?
5-10 minutes.
Embarrassingly
tops.
close.
Yeah. And it was funny because when he got here today, he's like, this is the first time I've been here. And it's like, I've lived here 17 years.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
I know.
You suck.
So bad. I'm so embarrassed.
You suck.
Because there's no excuse. No excuse.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Well, he knew where you were.
There you go. Hear my boy here? My boy got my
He
back.
knew where you were.
That's right.
You know, it
Whatever.
takes two. You're gonna learn this, Kimo. It takes two.
I'm going to learn this.
You're going to learn this someday. Yeah, but when you're both touring with major acts, you're going different directions. Occasionally, your paths will cross for a moment.
Yeah, I think we met up like about 6 times on the road. He was always with somebody different. Can't keep a job. How long did he say he's had the loop though? 10
Almost
years?
10, yeah.
That's crazy.
Since his first number one.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. Oh, my friends say.
Well, I'm glad he's got a good gig. He's
Yeah.
a good
It's
guy.
got a great gig. I
Glad he's
hope
got
that
a
they
good
get
gig.
back out on the road.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Let's talk some NASCAR.
let's talk some
Come
NASCAR.
on.
The Motorsports Minute.
Driving it home, taking the flag, giving it all they've got. They're never holding back, racing to win, bad to the bone, pedal to the middle, driving it home. Yeah. Driving it home.
Damn.
That was a strange race.
Which one did you watch, the Sunday or Wednesday?
I caught part of the Sunday. I have not seen Wednesday, so I don't know who won on Wednesday.
Hamlin.
Ah, jeez.
But the big news wasn't Hamlin.
Oh, wait, Wednesday. Wait, what's today?
Today's Friday.
Oh, gosh, by the time this airs, they will have raced Charlotte, too.
Yeah, race Charlotte. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, what are they doing? 7 races in 2 weeks or something crazy
I
like
don't
that?
know,
Something like
97 in 3 days or something like that.
So the first race out, Harvick pulls it off.
Harvick did it, yep.
The old man takes it.
Yes.
Second
They're
race.
just, they're just gonna race to the racetracks. That'll be the next race.
And then, and in this one, though, they actually had to end it early, the Wednesday one, because of weather. 20 laps shy, so Hamlin got it. But the controversy was Golden Boy Chase Elliott flipping off Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, getting a big
it's the
bird.
other way around.
Yeah, I know. But it was pretty good. It was Kyle misjudged trying to get back in, and Chase was in second place at the time. 28 laps to go, coming down
little
to
rubbing and spinning. The old do-si-do.
Yeah, so yeah. Chase
Yeah, but
was
Kyle, he said,
yeah,
man, I
said
didn't.
he
It wasn't
misjudged
malicious.
it.
I
Yeah.
misjudged.
he owned it.
I misjudged the gap, and
Best
Could
best as he
make for an
could.
interesting race at Charlotte.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Yeah. So and
running Charlotte.
yeah,
Dang
that's
it.
I know we should be there.
I know we should be there.
We should be there, Blaylock.
Just tell me when to be there.
Hey, you're going to be here sooner than you think. I think we're going to get things opened up around here quicker.
What's really cool is they finally opened up El Dorado County. I think our county commissioner, or whatever he is, just finally said, to heck with it, and everything's open now.
Really?
Yeah. Last Friday, stuff started opening up.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I
We got
think
about,
that's
I don't know, 10 attorneys that are all suing the governor and different mayors.
Yeah.
right.
And, it's a mess.
It's a mess. Imagine that.
Yeah, the guy that owns the local, that place where we were originally going to do the what's it called? The
Cache Creek
Cache
Cache
Creek
Creek
Club.
Live.
Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Been so long. He's suing the governor and the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's if they can set a precedent where they win. I mean, I know the churches have been winning, but
Right.
that's going to open them up to a lot. And
Well, El Presidente just said it's essential.
Yeah.
Open them now.
really, well, cool. I didn't know that. Oh, his phone's ringing. We better take a break.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's whose phone?
You.
Mine?
You're buzzing
Yeah.
and vibrating over
Maybe
there
my
again.
agent. Maybe I got a better gig.
We'll be hoping for you.
Well,
Yeah.
well, hopefully Blaylock will be at the end of this thing here. But
The end of his ropes.
let's get to Dave.
Let's get to
Let's
Dave.
get to Dave Ristrim.
Shiny Dome Dave.
Yay.
So listen to your heart, girl, and not somebody's lies. You know me better than that, baby. After all that we've been through, I can't be anything but faithful. Your love won't let me cheat on you.
Anyway,
Hey,
Talking about. Look
hey,
at
look who's here.
I can't believe it.
Dave Ristrim.
I have somehow appeared.
You have appeared. I tell you, we wanted to make number 40 special.
and it's my 40th birthday, so
that's why
it is
this-
special.
That's why Dave is here. Cheers to you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for braving the COVID and all that crap.
Oh boy, yeah. I've been at home so much lately. It's getting any reason to get out of the house is a good reason.
These are crazy days, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I know you, and you're long lived. Did you ever think you'd see anything like this in your lifetime?
No,
Never.
never. I mean, we were talking on the road about things in your lifetime that are just extreme that you remember, and I actually this kind of dates me. I actually remember when President Kennedy was shot. Not so much the details, but my mom was bawling her eyes out on the couch, and it was freaking me out as a kid. I was 3 years old, and she explained to me what was going on. I was like 3 years old. That's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird that I remember that. Man landing on the moon. You know, I watched that on our black and white TV.
Well,
But,
you're old enough to remember that pretty well.
Oh yeah, I was 9
You were
when
9, yeah.
that went down. But Vietnam War, which to me seems more extreme than the Gulf Wars, not to discount those at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, because I was 14 when basically the war ended completely. And so I knew people that had gone over there and come back
Sure.
all messed up, and
Yeah.
it was trippy. I mean, a weird time.
Yeah. And here we are now.
And yeah, now we're sitting here in the woods and outside of Nashville. What?
You're thinking, how did I get here?
Yeah, man. And I've been at that house, at my house in the woods for 20 years now.
Oh, my
I bought it at the end
gosh.
of '99.
Yeah.
I mean, what the heck?
Yeah. I've
20
been
years.
I've been here. Let's see. I've been here 17 in this place.
My Lord.
You used to come down and do sessions down
Yeah.
in Laverne,
Laverne, yep.
the Laverne house when I was down there. So, yeah, man. So, Dave
Yes.
has a thick history. Oh, yeah.
I do.
If you want to say something emphatic to the camera, this is yours right there. brother.
Hey, there's a camera. Hi, everybody. Emphatic.
But we go back a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he still claims us after all this time,
Oh,
which
yeah,
is
man.
surprising.
I embrace my history. I mean, it's what got me where I'm at. It's part of who I am, you know, music-wise and job-wise and everything else. I mean, I cherish those, and even the bad ones kind of put you where you're at and nudge you a direction. So it's all kind of worth it.
When did you come here to Nashville?
Man, I started splitting my time between California and here when I was in Cactus Choir, which is a band Marty Atkinson formed in like probably the late '80s. He got signed to Atlantic Records for a record deal, he and Cal Ball did.
Cal Ball.
And I think Scotty was part of that deal too. Scotty
Was
Smith.
Wes in the band then?
No. That's when that came later.
Oh, okay.
So we're based out of California. We had a rehearsal place in Redwood City. They got signed. I had just come back from Nashville. I came out here in 1990, lived here for a while. Just came back to the Bay Area. Marty calls me up. Hey, you want to join Cactus Choir? We just got signed. I'm like, oh, yeah, heck yeah. So I started with Cactus Choir. Long story short, that album was recorded, never got put out. They got signed later to EMI, Curb Universal was the label. And cut another record, put a single out, wanted to start touring. Marty calls me. So I would live in Nashville and tour, go home when we're not touring, drive back and forth, fly back and forth. Yeah. So that was like 97. And then in 99, I bought the house. Like I just said, Nashville's awesome. I love it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's
I remember you bringing the early Cactus Choir stuff to the rack. We get out in your car and listen to it and stuff. It was
so
just
good.
Man, I mean, it was a little bit of Poco. It was a little bit of, all of that cool stuff. Some Burrito Brothers, all of that cool 70s California country vibe. That,
Marty had it down, man.
Man, that was good stuff.
Great singer, great writer, great player of all the instruments. That guy's just absolute genius.
They were one of Dan Huff's early productions too, right? Didn't he produce that Step Right Up or?
No, that was
that
I
song?
think that was Mark Bright.
Was that Bright?
Mark Bright.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Pretty sure.
Yeah. But even before that, Dave was a member of, what were we called? What were we called?
back
Was it
then?
Wild Blue?
Wild Blue.
Yeah, I guess it was Wild Blue. one version of Wild Blue.
That's right. With Rick Marino's actually been on this show.
We Renato.
We talked about you a lot, because so many of those memories, with him in it and encompassed during that time. That short. Do you remember that when we played that TV dance party?
Yeah. Channel 20.
Yes, I was trying to get Monty to remember that, and he couldn't. You had the full mullet and everything. We've got a videotape here somewhere.
I actually could digitize that at
one
point.
You did?
Yeah. Because I was wearing I think it was Django Reinhardt. No, Miles Davis black T-shirt with a coat. Oh yeah, I remember that well.
And Renato had the big mullet, and Monty was fully mulletized.
Yeah, I don't remember that particular show. I remember the other ones, but not that one.
Yeah, it was in that set.
In the set of the TV 20, the bar was across the way, had a hardwood floor. What was that guy's name? Was it Tom something? The owner of Channel 20. Such a strange dude.
Yeah, real strange dude.
But nice can be, but strange. He was strange.
Because we went there with the Steamer Gold bunch. Remember, because they were talking about it was the dance party. It was the country dance party. So they went and grabbed the folks from Steamer Gold, and we were the band there.
Steamer Gold.
At that time.
It was 95 miles from my house. I drove it so many times. Yeah, it was 95 miles from East San Jose to Petaluma to Steamer Gold.
It's so funny because that seemed like it was just, there are certain times in certain bands that seem like you were in forever. And then you think back and it was just a little slice, you know. And then there's those bands where you think you were in just for a little slice, but it was for a long time.
Yeah,
and
that's a good
This
point.
one was like the latter. You start thinking about, because I thought we were just a little transition band somewhere, but man, we did a lot.
We did a lot. I don't know. I don't think it was over that long of a time period year-wise, but we did a lot.
No,
we were gigging in Sacramento. That was 120 miles to that club. Yeah, trust me, because I used to keep track of it and write it off on my taxes, man.
Right.
I had a huge mileage write-off back in those days. Oh, Lord. Yeah. And I remember doing triple headers where I would go to Coyote Ranch in the morning and do like a 10 to 12 thing. Then I'd race off to a barbecue, gig, and then I'd go meet you guys in Sacramento.
Yeah.
It's like, no wonder my beard's gray.
Yeah, this is why we look the way we do.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more of Dave. Dave, we're so glad that you are here.
Thank you.
I mean, it's funny because in the past 39 shows, your name has been mentioned several times.
Uh-oh.
So it's good.
I need
It's
to
cool.
listen.
It's cool.
Are these archives? Like,
That's right. That's right. We do have it archived. We'll be back. Yeah.
You were made to stand on mountains. Troubles are just your stepping stones. They build the muscles of your soul. So don't even think of giving up. Your breakthrough is gonna come. Oh, there's a fighter in everyone, strong enough to beat these hard times back. You were made for that.
Back with Ristrim.
Here we are.
Here we are. Okay, so we've made it through the Wild Blue section. We made it through how you got to Nashville.
Yep.
You played with some of my favorite people in the business.
Yeah, I feel like I dumb lucked into a lot of this stuff.
A lot
I
of
really
this.
did. I mean,
every time you always had killer gigs. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
And yeah, I was here, I think, only about 3 months, and a buddy of mine was a keyboard player in Cactus Choir. Great play. He was working with Steve Warner. He worked with Ronnie Millsap for several years back in the day. Anyway, he was telling me stories about working at a lamp factory, making lamps. To get lamps, actual lamps,
Okay.
yeah, making lamps to get by between gigs. So I'm like, well, I gotta make money. So I ended up going to Manpower because the drummer for Cactus Choir worked at Manpower, and I started.
What was his name?
Eric Nelson.
Okay.
And man, I got this gig at this industry working a CNC machine, making car parts and like just weird things. And I was allergic to the fluid for the cutting fluid, so it gets sprayed on me every day. I was working 12 hours, 6 to 6. I got rashes on my arms, and I went home and I was like, man, this sucks. And the phone rang, and it was Scott Saunders from Sons of the Desert.
Sons of the Desert.
And he goes, hey, we're in this band called Sons of the Desert. I didn't even know who they were at the time.
Love them.
And I went down and met them at the studio, and they hired me just from me talking to them. They're like, oh, we like, Paul Franklin apparently had told them, because he played on that record, and he knew I had moved to Nashville, and I knew his dad. So I guess Paul said, so hey, this guy from San Jose just moved out here. And
yeah, because they didn't even have steel on that first record.
no.
Right. Yeah.
Or the second one, which you got, I think I gave you a copy of the second album.
Okay. Yeah. I get that.
The one that never got released.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
With Goodbye Earl on it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Goodbye Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a good
and Red Ragtop too, wasn't that?
No,
one on there?
we cut that. That would have been on the fourth album
Oh, okay.
for MCA.
Yeah. Yeah.
We cut that, or we cut Broken Road, which
I'd love to hear Drew singing that one.
I'll get you a copy of
That's
that.
cool. Yeah, I was in love with that first album. I loved his writing. I loved his voice.
Unique voice.
Yeah.
Wow, he still sings great.
And his mist. Still today, you know, you listen to the radio now. I mean, I'm sure you don't, because we can't, because we have.
What is radio anymore? Does anyone listen to radio?
No. Yeah, does it even matter?
Yeah, which is sad, man.
But man, that stuff, and then after the Sons, where'd you end up next? Because I saw you somewhere else out on the road.
Well, working for the Sons, I instantly got industry cred in Nashville, because all the industry people love, and all the musicians love those guys. So like, oh, you're in that band, cool. The next thing I did was, because I knew Carlo Marino, I think it was that, I went and filled in with Chad Brock for a while, because he was in between players or something. Right. And I had holes in my schedule. So I did that, and then at the same time, I got hired by McBride and the Ride. Oh, so it was.
Yeah.
That was. Oh my gosh, what a dream gig!
I know.
Yeah, steel and lap steel. What a dream gig, man! It's like it's just those three original guys and me. I mean, it's like,
Come on.
no keyboards, just bass drums, electric guitar, and me. Oh Lord, I got goosebumps just talking about it. Terry McBride is that guy. He's a trip, man. What a talent and a funny guy. All those guys are funny. But anyway, that was a great gig.
Yeah.
And then from there, what did I do after that? Did Nashville Star the first season, and then I worked with Buddy Jewell, the winner of the first round of that.
Remember that?
Then I went from that to
I saw
Lone Star.
Well, I saw you so after that with Buddy Jewell. We were doing a festival somewhere, and you guys were there. I mean,
and Jace Everett was in that. He was right about the time I joined, I think, Lone Stars, when I did this stuff with Jace Everett on Sony.
Was Megan playing at Nashville Star when you were there?
No,
Didn't
she
she
came the
later
next
on.
season.
Yeah.
It was the next season.
it was either Dave or Megan. You can't have both on the same gig.
Man,
it's too much.
That was a weird situation. They want, John was the musical director, and he wanted me to come back. The second year and the third year. I said no, for various reasons, but it worked out good. It really did.
So then it was Big and Rich.
Yeah, I
When
went
did
from
that
Lone
come
Star.
After Lone Star?
Well, I was in Lone Star, and
How long were you with Lone
year
Star?
and a half.
Really that long?
Yeah, at least a year and a half. So I think through like 2005 to 2007 ish, and then tail end of 06 is when I started working with Big and Rich a little bit, and then I declined. I said no because Lone Star put me on salary and all that. So, but then this is funny, man. I end up hanging out and making friends with crew guys almost more than band guys sometimes. And this is interesting because the crew guy, when I said I'm not going to do this gig, I'm staying with Lone Star, Adam Schoenfeld kept calling me, you got to come back. And then finally he calls me, look, man, the crew guys are begging me to get you to come back. I say, what?
There you
the
go.
crew guys. He goes,
There you
yeah, man,
go.
they really like you.
Yeah.
So I ended up bailing on Lone Star, and that was interesting.
I don't think they've replaced you.
No. Well, no, they got Brad back, who was a guy, he was in the Navy.
Okay.
And he was working, he was in the Navy, came out of the Navy, went back for a while with them. And anyway.
They don't have that piece anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Well, they had to scale back. I mean,
Yeah. Sure.
But
Everybody does.
But then from Lone Star to Big and Rich, and then through Big and Rich, I got to do a million things with like TV shows and whatnot.
That was when we saw you at the up in Green Bay. When it was Big and Rich and John Michael and remember we played in front of Lambeau.
Oh yeah.
That was
That
cool.
was yeah.
That was a
remember
cool
that
day.
gig. Yeah, eating bar food at that big bar.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, and then through Big and Rich, John wasn't producing, but he was kind of involved in the Jewel thing when Jewel was putting out a country record. So I got in put on that.
She was on that show too, right? Wasn't she as a judge or something?
Yes, she was in the later seasons. Yeah, that was an amazing gig. Oh man,
Jewel, I'll bet.
She's such a sweetheart. What a great boss. Beautiful. I mean, to be able to play these ballads with her singing, and I'm looking over at her, just going, "Wow, unbelievable, just crazy, man." Yeah,
She and just a sweetheart. She sang The Little Girl with John one time at some show that we did, and she was there, and just charmed the pants off of everybody.
Yeah, she's something else.
It was all, I love you.
She's special. She's really a special person, I think.
Hey, we're gonna take a break again, sell something.
Oh yeah, I'm tired.
And then we're gonna talk about what you got going on now.
Oh,
That your face
Nothing.
is everywhere.
I
Your
got
face is
nothing going on.
Nobody has anything going on now.
Talk about your quarantine.
it's going to be a real short segment of the show. We're going to talk about what I got going on now.
But I mean, your face is everywhere. Turn on TV, there you are. It's like, start it,
Oh,
man.
boy.
Can't get away from this guy. We'll talk about that when we come back.
And
Dave Ristrim.
scene.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Ooh, back with Dave Ristrim. Multi-instrumentalist to the stars.
Yeah. I've been called worse.
So So your current gig, I think the dude has a chance.
Yeah, you might have a couple songs left in him.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I don't even know how many number ones he's had now. 24 or 26, something like that.
oh wow, that's quick.
And I joined him right when he had the first, or right after he had the first number one.
You were in the Country Girl Shake It For Me video.
I was in that.
You played that banjo.
By the way, that never went number one.
Really?
Yeah, everyone thinks that one. No, it did not.
It was just massively popular.
Yeah,
Club song.
Yeah.
huge.
But yeah, you played the cool looking toilet seat banjo there in that one, didn't you?
Toilet seat, really? Is that what?
The green toilet seat? Is that
I'll say the green banjo.
The green banjo. No, good stuff though, man. We all take so much pride when we see you up there with him. Yeah,
I appreciate
Good
that.
stuff. So, pretty good gig.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wouldn't be there still. I mean, I'm past 10 years now. This is in my 11th year,
Yeah, it's been that long.
or going into 11. Yeah, I joined the very beginning of 2010, so end of 2019 was 10 years.
I remember seeing that first video of him on the bus in front of that frat house or whatever.
Yeah.
That what was the name of that song?
Oh, My Friend.
Oh my friend. And I'm thinking, man, this poor dude, he didn't have a chance.
Yeah, his whole thing.
And my A&R career was over after that.
Done.
Yeah, I guess his first record came out at 2007 is when that one, I think 2008 when that came out. He had success writing. He had Billy Currington, Good Directions. He wrote that, which that kind of helped put him on the map too. But yeah, Luke Bryan. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
LB is
LB, yeah. But I tell you, every time he's been around the Alabama camp, I mean, he comes around them boys with his hat in his hand and nothing but respect. And it's pretty cool to see, a guy at his level. And I mean, take the hat off. Hey, Randy, that kind of stuff.
I mean, he idolized those guys. I mean, he's a country music fan. He's a music fan, but a huge country music fan before he's an artist. I mean, so yeah, he's deep into that stuff. I
That's
mean,
cool.
He played in bar band with Michael Carter, our guitar player. Played in bar bands covering those songs. So to be hanging out with him kind of on the same level, is a trip for him.
Oh yeah, And you get that feeling from him, like he's kind of in the pinch me, almost every time he's been around. It's like, dude, you're Luke Bryan, man.
Yeah, he's a pretty down to earth dude, man.
You know why this is a wonderful and beautiful country? Do y'all understand why? Because you can be a South Georgia boy and dream of making music like this band Alabama, and one day in this country you can get on stage and dream, and you can sing with people that you never thought it would ever be possible to sing with. So thank God for making that happen tonight.
That's cool. That's good to hear, because you hear so much of the other.
Yeah, man, it bothers me a little bit when people badmouth him, and I get that. You get that popular, you're gonna have haters, and it bothers him that people write stuff about him. That's most all of it's not true, but there's nothing you can do about it. You can't defend it because it's crazy.
What did you think about that meme where he was like Beavis or Butthead? Have you seen that?
Yeah,
he had to laugh at that because that's damn funny.
Well, didn't Brad Paisley or something do?
Oh, did Paisley
put that in a video where he made cartoon like Beavis and Butthead characters or so? I can't remember, it was something like that. Yeah, Brad's talented graphic artist kind of guy. He does all his own videos.
Right.
The lighting back screen stuff, all the cartoon weird stuff with the buttons pushing, and it's crazy, man.
Well, shoot. So you're just gonna ride that one out, probably, huh?
Yeah, man. It's
might
like,
as well. Shoot.
Luke kind of told me, it's like, you can do this as long as you want to do it, and I'm like,
cool.
what else am I going to do? I mean, he's taking care of us during all this. We're not working, but we're being taken care of. So that's
fantastic.
Just I consider myself so lucky in that respect.
Ain't that funny how you don't hear about that stuff? I mean, that is what's so cool is when the people that do it. I mean, the artists like that do it just because it's the right thing to do instead of a press opportunity or
Yeah,
something like that.
and I've read a newsletter blog from Bob Lefset. I don't know if you know him, but he's like an LA music guy. He's getting older, but he's got a pretty good mind for stuff. And he was saying something about, why would an artist complain about the situation and about money when you know full well that they're rich. They've got what is rich? It's
right.
There's variety of rich, but this particular artist I'm not going to name came out and was like, "Oh, woe is me! I had to let all these people go. Some of my band members and this and that." And you went, "Dude,
he's been having issues lately, though." This guy you're talking about.
Has he? Do you know who I'm talking about? Okay. Yeah, we were.
Ever since the cocaine and whores in the hotel room, Wait,
I didn't hear about that. Are we talking about the same guy? Maybe, I don't know.
There might be a couple of them.
Well, trust me, there's more than a couple of those. That's the late night edition of
That's
this.
right, yeah, bring it back over. Bring it back over to That's can't help myself sometimes.
It's hard.
Well, I'm glad that Luke's taking care of y'all, though.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a wonderful thing. And we haven't done anything since Mexico, other than we did a video that appeared on American Idol, which is awesome because that'll be mailbox money.
Shoot, yeah, man.
Heck yeah. I mean,
so now, when he goes and tapes that, I assume you guys are on hiatus while all that goes on, right?
Yeah, but we could start touring, and he would fly out to LA, do some stuff, and then rejoin the tour. He's got his own plane now. It's not a jet or anything. It's not super crazy, but it scoots in the air pretty quick. So he's able to, and when he goes with that stuff, American Idol stuff, he probably uses their corporate jet kind of a thing or something.
Sure, yeah.
But
it's part of the contract.
So he can literally go out there and be back the same day if he has to. So
that happened quite a bit, or
no? They try to schedule it where it'll grind him down if he's doing that for more than a week or two. Right. But for the most part, we don't start touring until after Idol is done or right near the end of it, and it's the beginning of Idol, I think, where a lot of the work is where they're doing the regional stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, because I know with Blake Shelton on The Voice and stuff, he does the same thing. He just plays his band, but he doesn't want.
I think
he don't want to work.
I think he did 20 gigs last year or something like that. I was talking to one of his guys. It's some really weird number like that. I was like, what?
Yeah, maybe 17.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I like Blake too. He ain't changed.
You have to like Blake.
He ain't changed at all. He hasn't changed a bit. You were in the early days too, with Debbie E. Zavitson and all that stuff with the. I thought you were in that camp for a bit too.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was confused.
No, I mean,
you were everywhere for.
When he hired a steel player originally, I really wanted that gig because I liked his music. Because, in fact, I met him when I was with Sons of the Desert. We did this weird little thing in Lexington at a bar. Funny thing is, Kent Slucher, Luke Bryan's drummer, was at that show, and he remembers the show. Blake was there, Sons were there, and I can't remember this woman. What was her name? Anyway, it was an interesting little thing, and I was basically tour managing. I drove the Sons up there, and couldn't drink because I had to drive them back. Right. It's a long drive from Nashville to Lexington. I'm telling you, a long, boring drive. But yeah, and that's back when Blake had really long hair.
Yes,
he had one song out. Super sweet dude.
Yeah. Very cool, dude.
Funny guy.
Very cool. So, before we wrap all this up, you got to tell that Jewel story.
Oh yeah,
that we were talking about off camera.
We were talking off camera.
Now, when we say Dave is a multi-instrumentalist, I mean he doesn't just play at it like a lot of people that are multi. I mean he is fantastic on everything he picks up. Anything with strings or whatever, he's gonna play the fire out of it. So
working with Jewel, her first country single was Stronger Woman, and it had a mandolin intro, went to the steel during the verses, chorus had banjo on it, then it did a re-intro, and basically it kept going. So I'm thinking, well, why don't I just play the mandolin intro? And I wore a thumb pick. Actually, I had my finger picks on. So I'm playing the mandolin with my thumb pick, the intro, and immediately it goes right to a steel lick. So I did the steel lick.
Where was the bar? That's what I want to know.
It was on standing up on the steel. So I literally I could go wow.
Hopefully not knock it 20 feet up.
Oh yeah. I had 2 bars on the steel just in case. Seriously, man, but I had this thing timed out. So I'd go dun 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 dun. On the steel. Then I'd finish part of the verse on the steel. On a quiet part of the verse, I take the mandolin off, put the banjo on while I'm still playing steel. Then the chorus comes around, set the bar down, go to the banjo, play the chorus on the banjo, go back to the verse. No, intro. That's right. Set the banjo down, put the mandolin on, play steel, then play the re-intro on the mandolin, then take the mandolin off, put the banjo back on while I'm still playing. Oh my god!
And of course,
live.
Yeah. And of course, she paid you for 3 people, right?
Yeah.
That's why we hired Dave.
With her, I played mandolin on 2 songs. Sometimes 3 songs with her. A lot of acoustic guitar.
That's
a lot of
funny.
banjo and no, actually little banjo, a lot of steel and acoustic guitar. Yeah.
There's one more. I know we've lost that middle camera, but there's one more story we got to tell about when we were all in Wild Blue at Steamer Gold Landing. We talked about this earlier too, and we were playing for all those line dancers. Oh, yeah. And it was like,
brutal.
I can't remember. We were having a great night. It's like things were really clicking. We were playing some really cool stuff, and I mean, the song would finish and it's crickets. They didn't care. They
Dancers,
wanted 5, 6, 7, 8, and then all of us kind of got that same twinkle in our eye at the same time. And I remember we started taking the cymbals off Jim's drum kit and those songs. And also we had this big, huge pile of all of our gear in the middle of the stage. Guitar stand cases and everything. And then all of a sudden we hear this crazy steel solo. We look over and David's got the steel sitting on the side like this.
Laying on the stage.
Serious look on his face, and he's playing this slide solo.
It's hard to play that way.
In his rainbow tie-dye shirt.
It floored us. I mean, we were holding our stomachs. I've never seen it before or since.
But the best part about that was I turned my amp on its side and the pack of my seat, I put it on its side. Everything was tilted on its side, and I was playing that. Oh,
and
Lord.
we finished the song and still crickets. Nothing but us laughing. That was all we could hear. There was, those people, they could.
Are you not entertained?
They could have cared less, man.
Couldn't.
I
hate to correct you on that.
Yeah,
that's a pet peeve. That one bothers me.
No, they.
I'm angry.
I said couldn't. No. Didn't I say couldn't? They couldn't care less.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because if they could. I'll have to go back and see.
Yeah, people,
because that's one of my pet peeves.
Right,
too.
I couldn't care less. I care so little. There's no room to care less.
There's no room below that.
Because if you say I could care less, that means you care.
And
you could care less.
I could care less. Yeah, like how this show's coming off. I could care less.
That and the other big one I have that news announcers say is instead of etc., which is ETC is the abbreviation. It's 2 words. It's et and cetera with a C. It's etc. I hear so many news anchors say etc. etc.
What the heck is that?
What is etc.? Yeah. It's like is that a headache powder or something?
Exactly. Yeah, no, that ain't right.
No, it's not right.
I used to think it was for all intensive purposes instead of intensive purposes.
It's okay to make a mistake.
I will own up to that.
Yeah, but if you don't know, you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
But when somebody tells you, you should be able to use logic and go, oh, I get
As a news anchor, you got to know.
Yeah. You'd think people in media would be a little more trained. I learned et cetera as a sophomore in high school, and it stuck with me. How do you not learn something like that?
Et cetera.
Et cetera.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like I'm going to go axe him.
Well, Ebonics is a whole different thing.
Well, we speak white Ebonics here.
What is it?
It's even worse.
White Ebonics.
Yes.
That's like the South thing. Like y'all.
No,
I think that's quaint. I like
it. Eastern, actually an Ahoskie, North Carolina thing. It's that centralized. It's that. Wow. Hey, that's Dave Ristrim.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Sanitizer.
Sanitizer. Get it.
We have it.
Get
We
that
have jugs.
sanitizer.
Where's the iodine? Where's the iodine? I need iodine. Me and
Hydroxychlorine. Whoa.
me and Lucy Van Pelt. Remember she used to remember her? She'd like iodine. Give me there was iodine. Like when Snoopy would lick her, she'd freak out. Iodine.
This is gold.
I'm going under where the river sings, and I'll discover what's left for me. Bring it on back to that soulful groove that'll make you move like that. Bring it on back, yeah, bring it on back.
What are you laughing about? Blaylock.
What? What now?
He got new batteries.
Your manscaper's making too much noise.
Oh, sorry. Yo, Raul.
No. What was your pool guy's name? What was the pool guy bike rider?
Right.
Rodrigo.
Pool boy.
Rodrigo Sancho.
No, Sancho. Wow. Ristrim.
Well, there's Dave Ristrim, buddy.
Dave's awesome.
Great dude, man.
Such a great
I
guy.
missed him.
Do you remember that story Marino told about the strip club that night? And then
I remember, yeah.
Blaylock remembers that. He finished the story for us. Dave was there, too. I remember that.
Of course he was.
I remember. Because we stopped at his place first. And he stripped for us.
Oh, jeez.
Back when he had hair.
Back when he had hair, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sort of.
Jim, you remember that night at Steamer Gold Landing that we just talked about? We piled all the stuff and Dave had his
Right.
steel on the side.
Right.
That was awesome, wasn't it?
Piled everything up in the middle of the stage.
Yeah.
Even laid his
Nobody
amp
cared.
on its
Nobody
side.
gave a crap.
Nobody gave a rip.
I didn't care at all.
Crickets.
Yeah.
It's like, what more can we do here for you people?
We could have taken off our clothes and set you on fire. Yeah.
It's no wonder DJs make so much money. It's like, who gives a crap?
I
Just
know.
push play.
I know. Oh, man. Shoot.
Anyway.
So things for the VIP club are going really well.
Thank you, guys.
That's
yes.
good.
Yes, thank you guys. We're really excited, and so I would expect. So those of you who have signed up already, I expect around June, your unreleased Cache Creek songs should show up in your email,
Yeah.
and your other products will be showing up
Yeah.
soon thereafter.
Yeah.
And when you get them, make sure you reach out and let us know in a post or something on one of our social medias. If you-
Facebook, Instagram.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you could take a picture of you wearing your VIP shirt or whatever, that would be awesome. So, so the other folks will know what they're missing out.
Make sure
Right.
you include your VIP pants in the picture.
The VIP pants. I
Yes.
missed that.
I didn't.
Those are the very important pants that you wear with your very important shirt.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Were they special pants?
We don't need any of those.
Like our 70s
you know,
disco sheer.
we don't need any
sheer-
pantless pictures showing
What you
up.
call them?
Oh yeah. Those are.
Sheen, glamour.
Yeah.
Oh. So it wasn't the
Because you know
assless
our friends.
chaps.
No.
Okay.
You know,
What's that?
Thank goodness.
you know our friends.
Yes.
One slight disclaimer. If your skin starts to glow like weird colors and hair falls out and stuff from the Dago juice,
The Dago juice.
I'm sorry in advance.
I'll tell you guys, I've seen him whipping it up. It's
frothy.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear all this noise going on. He's all got
Kind
himself
of
all
like Jim's,
Yeah.
manscaper there.
he's all a lather and it's just a
It's hard work getting that Dago juice out.
Yeah, man. But it'll be well worth the wait. I'm gonna hold it together. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna stay strong.
1,000 jokes run through my head right now.
Yeah, of course. But yeah, he whips it hard. It's gonna be good.
So.
Hey, whip it and dip it. That's what I always
Serious
say.
business.
That's right.
Serious. That's what it's for. Dipping.
That's right. Dipping. It's the sauce for dipping, not pasta.
No, not pasta.
I misquoted you.
Salads and breads.
Yeah, because pasta is something that's
Lather your loaf.
lather your loaf. I like that.
Lather your loaf
I
with the
like
Dago
that.
juice.
Yeah.
I think that should be on the VIP t-shirt.
Do you do that while you're dipping, or is that post dip
Lather your loaf.
or pre dip?
Well, hopefully it's
Or during.
pre-dip. Otherwise, it's
No,
gonna be real
pre-dip.
dry and uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. So you lather the loaf pre dip.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can it be an Italian loaf?
Sure. I mean, it's
French?
any kind of loaf you want.
Garlic?
Yeah, absolutely.
Garlic loaf.
Garlic loaf. Mm-hmm.
That stuff make your eyes water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cheese loaf.
Cheese loaf. I don't know. I don't
Very
know.
cheesy loaf.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Maybe in some desperate times, I might try that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Dago juice on cheese loaf. What's the sweet's not saying much.
Jim's very quiet back there.
Yeah.
I can't even get them out fast enough.
Yeah. Hey, you're still Swedish, right?
Yeah, mostly.
He's sourish
yeah,
mostly now.
Swedish and Scottish, yes.
Did I spill your drink again, Monty?
You better not.
Did I? I felt it. I keep Flintstoning his drinks.
I'm dumb enough to keep putting in front of your darn Fred's there.
I keep having to up the dose. He doesn't. He's not falling asleep.
What?
Getting closer.
Why is his drink not in his hand? I mean, that's the first rule.
It is
What's the
now.
matter with that fool?
It is now. Did we cover everything? More than we should have.
So. Angela Oliver, number 76 this week.
Our girl's moving up.
That's awesome. Good for her.
76.
And RT's new song is
Our people love
Yeah.
that country side of RT.
it's good stuff, man. It's good stuff.
Because that's what we do best.
That's right. He's actually talking to Jennifer about, not sure which one's going to be the single now. Because this has had such a positive response. I'm just throwing it out there. We just don't know.
Who does? We'll just make it up
Stranger
as we go.
things have happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, real positive response on that song. That's awesome. And RT, he just killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it. Yep, very excited for Angela. Song is moving up through all this craziness. It's still rocking and rolling, moving up the charts.
It's pretty good
Good
debut.
for her.
Good
I'm
debut
happy for
single.
her.
I'd like to see about 20 more spots on that.
That'd be real nice. But this is her first run.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now we just got to
Good.
figure out how to take all of us out on the road.
No, we don't.
Hey, are we doing Tahoma?
No, because you're unavailable.
Yeah, and that's going to get moved.
You can't book anything right now because nobody knows anything about anything. So, what are you going to do?
I mean, until you tell me that it's moved, I can't commit us.
Yeah,
We can't commit to anything.
we're non-committal.
Totally.
Hey, while you're out
I
in
think we
Vegas,
should
why don't
just-
you check it out.
I think we should just set up in your yard.
No.
Oh, hey, June 13th, Blaylock, if you can get here,
What about it?
we're doing a Facebook Live for the
Oh, that's right.
folks in France and Italy.
Yeah, that's right.
June 13th.
Let me see what I can do.
Just tied that up today with Nick. Who? We like Nick.
We like Nick.
We do.
Nick's
Whiskey and
awesome.
Nick's a good
cigarettes.
guy.
Yeah.
Whiskey and cigarettes
He's one of
show.
the guys who has delivered
He has.
on promises.
He has.
Yeah.
He has.
Yeah, good guy.
So make sure you check it out. The Whiskey and Cigarette Show.
Whiskey and Cigarettes.
He's a wait a minute. What is he now? He's a Frenchman living in Canada, doing a radio show for Italy.
I'm
Right?
not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a crazy deal.
I'm not sure.
Or is he I think I might have it backwards. Pizzagoni.
He's Italian.
That's an
He's
Italian.
Italian.
He's an Italian who talks like a
British.
a British dude, but he's from Canada, doing a show for
Italy. Right.
France?
France? Italy.
I thought it was
Either way.
most of the European
Murfreesboro?
We're close enough. We are going to do, because some of you have been asking if we're going to do another Facebook Live concert thing. Well, we are.
Yep.
For Whiskey and Cigarette Show.
And it's a
Italy.
takeover. It's a takeover of the big variety country show that they have over there.
Cool.
Something.
Cool.
So we're going over there without leaving our house.
Yes. It's pretty cool.
Without leaving the couch.
Sounds like
Blaylock.
everything else you do.
We're going. Italy's probably not the best place to be right now, but
Yeah. But they could use some lifting of spirits.
they could, and we shall entertain. If there's one thing we can do around these parts, we entertain.
And we're happy to go.
Yes.
Especially from the comfort of our own studio.
So this is 40 right in the can.
Directly. As it should be. We stick to what we know. Go right to the can.
40 in the can.
40 in the can.
40 in the can. Boom.
Lather that loaf.
Just like that.
40 in your can.
40 weeks. That's almost a year. Wow.
It's incredible.
We've only missed a few weeks, too.
I know.
It's a lot of hard work, people.
It's a lot of hard work.
It's for you, the crew. Hey, and I, on a personal note, I want to say thank you for all the well wishes on my sentencing. It was very nice of you all. Nah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Your life sentence.
Yes, and it is a life sentence. It is.
Well, yeah, and y'all are like, what in the heck just happened?
Yeah.
Snuck that one in there.
I did, man. You know, I like to keep, just like all of us, our private lives are private.
That's exactly.
You know,
Yes.
we are wide open to the world and to you guys, but you know there are some things that we got to keep private.
Absolutely.
But I do appreciate y'all. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
It's good
All right,
stuff.
let's wrap this shindig up.
Wrap it up.
Jimmy, you gonna rewind it? Oh, look at that.
Look at whoa! Yeah, that's a good rewind.
Holster it. Holster it.
Holster that thing. Put it away. Thanks, y'all. We love you. See you next time.